My wife is a graduate of the school, and I've been associated with St. Anne and my kids since 2008. The older one now is hotel management major in college. He's in his senior year. And the baby boy is an 11th grader that I'm sure some of you all see in the sports world and classroom. And to the teacher that was just honored, he's a big history buff. Thank you all for being here. My wife sent me an email that was sent to her from the school announcing your accomplishments. And I immediately came by the school and spoke with your principal, Ms. Ronnie Collins, to ask her if it was appropriate for you to be honored. And she thought well of the idea. So that's how we got to today. The proclamation reads, whereas St. Anne Pacelli Catholic School, through Catholic formation and academic excellence, is committed to the spiritual, intellectual, and physical development of the students entrusted in our care. And whereas St. Anne Pacelli Catholic School, students Candace Callahan, raise your hand if you're here, Daniel Mansfield, Olivia Morgan, William Norman, Jake Rehack, and Gavin Shaw participated in the 68th Georgia Science and Engineering Fair, held at the Classic Center in downtown Athens, Georgia, Thursday, March 31st through Saturday, April 2nd, 2016. Whereas Candace Callahan's project earned a third-place award in the Biomedical and Health Sciences category. And whereas Olivia Morgan received the TELUS Science Museum Outstanding Exhibit Award. And whereas William Norman earned third-place honors in the Animal Science category. And whereas Gavin Shaw's project was selected as an alternate for the TELUS Science Museum's Future Science Stars exhibit. And whereas the Georgia Science and Engineering Fair, GSEF, is Georgia's premier forum for students to showcase their original research, compete for awards, and interact with top-level professional scientists. And whereas the GSEF winners are congratulated for the excellence they have shown in the fields of science and engineering. Now therefore, Teresa Pike Tomlinson, Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, do hereby proclaim May 3rd, 2016, a day of honor for St. Anne Pacelli Catholic School, Georgia Science and Engineering Fair winners. Congratulations.
Please say a few words.
My name's Liz Parker. I'm one of the science teachers at Pacelli High School and St Anne's. I'm not joined together tonight by Lisa Ott, who's nominated for a Page 1 award, so she was unable to be here, which kind of tells you the standard of teacher that she is. Have CJ Baron, Jeffrey Klotz, and Sabine Ash, who all work constantly to progress these students through science. They have all worked incredibly hard, not only at school, but in their own time, putting their own efforts in, and this is completely deserved recognition for the students for what they've done, and also to recognise the teachers that have worked with them and got them there. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. We want you all, I know you raised your hand, but do just say your name in the microphone and tell us what grade you're in again.
I'm Candace Callahan. I'm in the 10th grade.
Okay.
I am Will Norman. I am 7th grade. Gavin Shaw, 7th grade.
Yeah.
And I know we have parents, and we have siblings, and we have friends. If you're with Pacelli here supporting these fine students here today, please do stand up and let us recognize you. We'll come around. We want to present you with your proclamation and shake your hand. Congratulations. It's good to see you again. Yes, congratulations. 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 Next, we want to recognize Public Works. It's Public Works Week, and we're going to ask all of those here to receive this recognition to please come forward to the podium. And we're going to have Councilor Skip Henderson present a special proclamation.
Thank you, Mayor. Public Works is one of the city departments that touches every single person that lives in this community, and it's a huge, huge job, and you guys do an amazing job taking care of the folks that live, work, and play in this community. So it's my pleasure to offer up the proclamation on behalf of Mayor Tomlinson. It reads, whereas public works services provided in our community are an integral part of our citizens' everyday lives. Whereas the support of an understanding and informed citizenry is vital to the efficient operation of public works systems and programs such as stormwater maintenance, streets and highways, public buildings, solid waste collection, and emergency operations personnel. Whereas the health, safety, and well-being of this community greatly depends on these facilities and services, and whereas the quality and effectiveness of these facilities are vitally dependent upon the efforts and skill of public work officials, and whereas the efficiency of the qualified and dedicated personnel staff who staff the Public Works Department is materially influenced by the people's attitude and understanding of the importance of the work they perform. And whereas the City of Columbus calls upon all citizens and civic organizations to acquaint themselves with issues involved in providing our public works and to recognize the contributions which public works officials make every day to our health, safety, comfort, and quality of life. Now, therefore, Teresa Pike Tomlinson, the Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, does hereby proclaim the week of May 16th through 20th, 2016 as Public Works Week.
I would like to add to this. This is a National Public Works Week, not merely here. And in the larger picture, the Public Works umbrella includes engineering, codes and inspections and codes, planning, Parks and Rec, and Metro. And so this proclamation is not just for the Public Works Department, it is for all of those people in the city who go out and serve every day, whether they're designing better projects or solving problems. And we are largely unseen unless there's a problem, but we do appreciate the support we receive, and we are very, very honored to take care of the citizens of this fine city.
Thank you. I see you have some people here with you.
I do.
Introduce them or have them introduce themselves? Yes.
My name is Harvey Milner. I'm the Deputy Director of Public Works Fleet Management. And I'm just so proud to say that I'm here with the best Public Works Director in the state of Georgia.
Oh, we think so too.
Gloria Weston Smart, the Director for Keep Columbus Beautiful, and we're excited that we have the opportunity to work up underneath Public Works. They really saved my job.
Oh, great. And it's an important job. Yes, sir.
Dennis Wilkie, Heavy Equipment Shop Supervisor for Fleet Management.
Come on around and let us shake your hand. Thank you. All right, congratulations. Thanks for the great job you do. Thank you all. Thank you so much for the job you do. Harvey, you too, man. Appreciate you. Next, we want to call forward our Parks and Recreation staff so that we might celebrate Kids to Park Day. And we're going to have Councilor Henderson present this proclamation.
Thank you, Mayor. Teresa. And our Peer of the Year. So we're glad to have you back up again. Now, this is an honor. I tell you, I really think that this is presented, I think, to Parks and Rec. It's really about our national parks and trying to get kids out to enjoy some of the things that are available to them. But I do want to say again that you guys rock. Y'all do an amazing job. Have for years. People don't understand how Parks and Recreation also helps prevent crimes, and the fact that they are able to do so much with dwindling resources to achieve that is applaudable. So this proclamation reads as follows. Whereas May 21st, 2016 is the 6th Kids to Parks Day organized and launched by the National Park Trust. And whereas the Kids to Parks Day empowers kids and encourages families to get outdoors and visit America's parks. And whereas it's important to introduce a new generation to our nation's parks because of the decline in park attendance over the last decades. Whereas we should encourage children to lead a more active lifestyle to combat the issues of childhood obesity, diabetes mellitus, hypertension, and hypercholesterolemia. Man, I hope I got that right.
Wow.
And whereas Kids to Park Days is open to all children and adults across the country to encourage a large and diverse group of participants, and whereas Kids to Parks Day will broaden children's appreciation for nature and the outdoors, and whereas the citizens of Columbus, Georgia are encouraged to make time May 21st, 2016 to take the children in their lives to a neighborhood, state, or national park. Now therefore, Teresa Pike Tomlinson, the Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, does hereby proclaim May 21st, 2016 Kids to Parks Day.
Teresa.
Hi. Thanks. Thank you, Mayor and City Council, for honoring us today. As he said, this is the 6th annual Kids to Park Day. Last year, we did a Touch the Truck type of campaign where we had a lot of public works and different companies within the city government come out to cover a park. But this year, we want to do something a little bit different. This year, we're having a 1-mile fire run and walk day. We're really trying to get the kids out to actually get them more active so they can get off the video games and come outside and be active the way we grew up. But I'm going to let Mr. Antonio Owens come. He's spearheading this for us. At his particular center, we're going to be at Shirley Winston this year, and he'll tell you everything we have in plan. Thank you.
All right. Antonio, good evening.
Good evening, Madam Mayor and Councilman, and to our city manager. On May 21st, 2016, we will be hosting our Kids to Park Day, where we're doing a 1-mile fun run and walk. One of the things that we're trying to do is get our kids out to the park and get them actively involved in being actively involved with working out, running, participating, playing activities, and so on. Several of our staff members are going to be having various different programs and activities. Mr. Tim Marshall is going to be doing a relay races and so on. Miss Vicky, that's what I was looking for. She's out sick. Miss Vicky is going to be doing the tic-tac-toe, frisbee tic-tac-toe, and various different fundraisers, activities, as well so as doing face painting and so on. The 1-mile fun run is going to be something that we're trying to get our kids out, and we're also going to be having nutritious snacks and water activities for the kids. So therefore, that's what we're all about. That's what we're trying to get the kids involved in. And not only that, we also have our very own city manager, who is going to be the grand marshal starting the 1-mile fun run.
All right.
Oh. And also, we're going to be giving the first 100 kids who register a free T-shirt.
Wow, great. Well, we'll have to make sure we promote that. That sounds like a lot of fun. And we want to make sure you all get an opportunity to introduce yourselves. So if you would, come on up and say hello and tell us your position with the city.
Hi, my name is Sharon Hunter. I'm with Boxwood Recreation Center.
Shahara Thrasher, I'm the Therapeutic Recreation Supervisor.
William Saint, the 29th Street Gym Director.
I'm Chris Bass, the Director at the Michael Flewellen Community Center and the RSVP Project Director. I'm Janet Langen. I'm at Comer Gym.
Lisa Castile, Supervisor of the Cultural Arts Section.
Good evening. Tim Marshall, Director of Frank Chester Center.
Good evening. Kathy Dean, Director of Fox Community Center.
Joy Hendricks, Director, Frank Chester Senior Center.
Good evening, Christella Johnson, Director at Edgewood Senior Citizen.
Millie Dortoro, District Supervisor from After School Programs.
I'm Terry Young, Gallup Senior Center Director.
Michael Britt, District Supervisor for Community Schools.
Is that it? Do we have anybody hiding over there? All right. All right. Well, come on around. We want to shake your hand and tell you how much we appreciate what you do. Let's give them a round of applause.
She's going to make sure you got all the information out there. She knew you wouldn't forget.
All right. Let's see. We had the Mayor Pro Tem wanted to say something.
Also, next Saturday, the 14th, from 11 to 2 o'clock p.m. at Shirley Winston Park, we'll have the Jam for the Lamb block party. Okay. Everything is free. We'll give them away clothes and food.
And what time's that?
11 to 2.
On Saturday.
Right, 14th at Shirley
All right.
Winston.
May 14th. Sounds good.
There'll be fun and games and different activities for the kids.
I've been. It's a good time. All right, next we have Nurses Week. So we're going to ask all of our representatives to come forward, nursing representatives from Midtown Medical, St. Francis, Fort Benning, Houston Medical, and Chiata Phi Sorority.
I'm going to have
Yeah, and Pops Barnes is going to read the proclamation, but y'all stand on up. We can get you on camera.
I will be, any of the nurses here eligible to stand up?
Yeah.
All y'all nurses? Y'all nurses? Or did y'all lose your license? What's the deal?
Come on up.
What's the deal? You didn't do your CEUs. You messed up. No. So all the nurses can stand up. This is Fort Benning. I will be delivering theirs at Fort Benning. I will be delivering the medical centers there and at St. Francis. So I will deliver this to Chi Eta Phi.
Okay.
So this proclamation reads thusly: whereas the nearly 3.1 million registered nurses in the United States comprise our nation's largest healthcare profession, and over 2,200 of them serve our Columbus and Fort Benning region. Whereas the depth and breadth of the registered nursing profession meet the different and emerging healthcare needs of the Chattahoochee Valley population in a wide range of settings. And whereas professional nursing has demonstrated to be an indispensable component in the safety and the quality of care of hospitalized patients. And whereas the demand for registered nursing services is greater now more than ever because of the aging of the American population, the continuing expansion of life-sustaining technology, and the growth of home health care services. And whereas May 6th to the 12th is National Nurses Week, and we encourage all the residents of Columbus and Fort Benning to honor the registered nurses who care for all of us, not just during this week, but at every opportunity throughout the year. Now, therefore, Teresa Pike Tomlinson, the Honorable Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, does hereby proclaim May 6 to the 12th, 2016 as Nurses Week.
Stu,
Thank you,
Yes.
Honorable Mayor Tomlinson, City Councilor. I will speak on behalf of the Chi Phi sorority. My name is Dr. Rhonda Hollis. I am the newly elected Southeast Regional Director for Chi Phi. Will be ending my term and be glad to take off one of these hats, but I will be ending my term as the president of the local chapter, Kappa Chi chapter, of which Councilor Pop Barnes is a member. And I would like to say that it is an honor and a pleasure to receive the proclamation from Councilor Pop Barnes. And will the members of Chi Phi raise their hands since they're already standing? Okay. All right, and I will let the other representatives from the other organization, if they choose to say something.
Is the Black Nurses Association representative here?
Yeah, we have that, and I didn't know, Pops, if you wanted to, we had passed that resolution, and
No,
I read it. I didn't know if you wanted to do
I've got a resolution
that.
for, this is another group. I've got the resolution here. This is for the Black nurses that served at the Midtown
Yeah, I
Medical
just didn't know if you wanted to read it, since they're all right.
Oh, they're going to be here because they're going to be reading some of the names, Mayor.
Oh, all right, all right,
We're
good,
on the
good, good.
BALL.
Okay. Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
I'm Gwendolyn McIntosh, and I'm president of the Columbus Metro Black Nurses Association, and thank you all for the recognition. We appreciate it, and we do love serving the community. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Well, would you like to introduce yourselves? And
Don't be shy, nurses. Step up to the mic.
Jadobis Overton of Kappa Chi Chapter and the Black Nurses Association, alumni.
Louise Cofield, Columbus Metro Black Nurses Association.
Shirley Shavers, member of the Black Nurses Association and Kappa Chi.
Wanda, somebody.
Daphne Hill Cannon, member of Chi Phi, Kappa Chi Chapter, and also a working nurse at Martin Norman Hospital.
And my neighbor.
Yeah.
Agnes Shelton, a retired nurse, but member of the Columbus Metro Black Nurses.
Wanda Johnson, member of Nurses, Inc., and also VP of Clinical Support at Columbus Hospice.
Ms. Crocker?
Yes.
She's one of the, she has a distinction, Ms. Crocker does.
I'm Columbus, Georgia, the Black Nurses Association, and we have been on the job for many, many years. I'm 88 years old.
The oldest black nurse, that's exactly right.
And I'm from the black nurses that graduated from the Columbus Medical Center Nursing School, and that's been a long, long time.
Yes, ma'am. And Reverend Crocker's mother.
Betty Cohen Hudson, Chi Phi Sorority, Nurses, Inc., and the Black Nurses Alumni.
Come on, nurses. Come on, nurses.
Betty Davis, a member of Chi Phi, Medical Center Nursing Alumni, and Nurses, Inc., retired. Good evening. My name is Demonica Cannon, Kappa Chi Chapter, Chi Phi Sorority.
Willie A. Gray, graduate of Columbus Medical Center, retired.
Lois Williams.
Lois Williams, member of Chi Phi sorority and also an alumnus of the Medical Center School of Nursing, graduate 1965, retired.
Doris Upshaw, and I'm also a member of the Black Nurses that graduated from the Columbus Medical Center, but I'm also a member of the Chi Phi sorority, Columbus.
Susie Mim Sapp. I'm a member of Chi Phi sorority, and I'm retired also. Thank you.
Let's see, who else? Did we
Who else?
miss
Martha
anybody? We got
Mary?
a few folks.
Yes, yes.
Hello, my name is Mary Smith, and I am a graduate from Medical Center School of Nursing, and I am a graduate of CSU.
Twins.
My name is Martha White, and Mary Smith is my twin sister. My mom and dad was married over 20 years before they gave birth. My mother gave birth to twins. We've often been confused by others because we're identical, and we enjoyed that quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
read it. It's
Pearline
awesome.
Walker. I'm a member of Kappa Chi chapter of sorority.
Did you want to sit down, ma'am? I see you have your chair. What I'd like to do, Mayor and Council,
Go ahead.
is since 2008, I wanted to do what I'm getting ready to do this evening. In 2008, I met a dynamic woman, Miss Charlie Mae Banks, and didn't know she was a nurse initially, but she was a heck of a community activist. But when she told me she was a nurse, she told me about the black nurses that attended the medical center and the hardships that they had to endure because of the times just to be able to take care of all the citizens of Columbus. And I did an article in the Columbus Times newspaper because it struck me so much that these amazing women would endure what they went through just to serve humanity, to serve people. And so now I'm getting this opportunity to do that, and I'm going to read this proclamation. And the individuals, when the names are written off, who are here, raised, many of them are in, some of them in long-range care facilities. Some of them could not be here, Mayor, because of illness. And I think it's 87. There's 47 of these individuals who are still here, and they need to be honored. And so this proclamation reads thusly. It says, whereas Columbus's first city hospital was built in 1841, followed by the second hospital built in 1894, and the third hospital that was built in 1915. And whereas the color department was located in the rear of the building with Dr. W.T. Ayers, Dr. E.J. Turner, Dr. D.W. Gallimore, Dr. M.L. Taylor, and Dr. Thomas H. Brewer comprising the board. And whereas the Columbus Medical Center Nursing School was among the first in the country to open its doors for the education of student nurses of all races, producing generations of talented and caring registered nurses between the time of its founding in 1915 and its closing in 1969. And whereas because of the times, these pioneering black nurses endured many hardships, inequities, and injustices for the sole purpose of using their education and training to relieve the pain and suffering of all the citizens of Columbus, regardless of race. And whereas the nursing profession is among the noblest of calling, its practitioners' willing and dutiful involvement in the total care and well-being of its patients at all stages of sickness, injury, and disease, having earned nurses the appellation Angels of Mercy. And whereas the black nurses in Columbus and Muskogee County give great recognition, honor, and homage to these pioneering black nurses, these courageous black women who plowed the way for the many black nurses who have followed in their footsteps. And whereas these pioneers are
Dorothy Gilbert Anderson, Alice Austin, Willie Mae Avery, Mae Frances Crocker.
Raise your hand. There you go. Thank you, ma'am.
Annie Helen Scott Kurz, Betty Curran Hudson, Betty Shaw Davis, Jessie Brown Dawkins, Lorraine Tyler DeBose, Trudy Willis Evans.
Juanita Ezekiel, Geraldine Williams Glover, Rosalind Johnson Howell Walker, Thelma Magruder Hudlin, Sadie Byron Freeman, Laura Bird Jackson, Patty Coleman Howard, Edith Wheaton Pope Jenkins, Eula Elise Johnson, and Maddie Wallace Johnson.
Beverly Kendrick, Inez McCaskill, Clodie Chandler McCrae, Lydia McCullough, Marguerite Hawkins Merchant, Florence Walton Nixon, Genovis Moss Obleton, Fanny Benning Riez, Vera Richardson, and Mary Nell Riggins.
Edith McDora Simpson, Dorothy N. Sanchez, Maurice Jamerson Sconyers, Lula Holstick Scott, Mary Brixton Smith, Gloria Story, Ada Johnson Tarver, Doris Burton Upshaw, Pearline Thompson Walker, and Daisy Magruder Johnson Washington.
Martha Brinson White, Dorothy Sproul Willis, Mary Alice Chandler Woods, Lois Williams, and Ernestine Tinsley.
Honorable Mayor Teresa Thompson, Mayor Pro Tem Pugh, all the members of the council, and all of our members, family, and friends. On behalf of the City Hospital Medical Center School of Nursing Alumni Association, we thank you for your presence and your support. Special thanks to the council for allowing us to be here on your agenda today. The years from 1915 to 1969 may have been the worst of times and the best of times. Our school curriculum was 3 full years with 2 weeks off each year. Our academics and practical training included 8-hour shifts of duty in addition to being on call for emergencies. Distinctions were made between the black and white students. Our uniforms were of different colors. We were addressed as nurses. Our white friends were addressed as miss. The special dining room areas were separate, and we had different utensils for eating. We were taught in the same classroom, but we were expected to sit on the opposite side of the room. These were times of extreme segregation, which was enforced. Our school was fully accredited, and we were told that it was one of the best nursing schools in the States, meaning the USA. It might have been hard and sometimes heartbreaking, but we had a vision to become registered professional nurses. We had a strong desire to take care of the sick and take care of the bereaved. We really wanted to be nurses to help those who could not help themselves. With God's help, we were successful. We were committed, as our Florence Nightingale pledge said in parts, to elevate the standards of our profession and to devote ourselves to and commit ourselves to those committed to our care. Upon graduating from the City Hospital School of Nursing and passing the Georgia State Board for Nurses examination, we were ready and we were prepared to face any obstacles or any challenges that awaited us. To Councilor Barnes, Pops, we want to let you know that we deeply appreciate the wise counsel and unwavering support we have received from you, and for your great sacrifice of time and energy. Because of you, our names will be etched into the annuals of history for our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, and others to behold. Thank you.
Well, you deserve, each of you, are true pioneers. All of us nurses, African American nurses here, appreciate the sacrifices, because the nursing profession, you have to love people, and you truly love people to have gone through what you went through to take care of human beings and to show them love, stand at the bedside and take care and relieve their suffering, as all nurses do, and be at their bedside when they depart this earth plane. So I just truly thank you for plowing the way for us nurses here. And we have, Mayor, here, all the proclamations, all the resolutions here. And I'd like to thank Janobis. We labored for about almost a month getting all the names, and Janobis, I appreciate you doing the research and making sure that who could come here could come here. And Mayor, this is the whole packet.
Well, come on around and let us honor you. Let's give her a round of applause.
Got this. Thank you so much. Howard, you got to get two of them. Now you got to get the one for the Nurses Week, and take that for Kaya to buy. Here's my neighbor. That's my neighbor. Thank you for reading your name. Appreciate it. Oh, we do. We got to talk. The mother, that's daughter and mom up there. Now look. Now I need to get my suit, my green and yellow now, right? Huh? Huh? Oh, is that what it is? Okay. No, I'm talking about green with a yellow shirt. Oh, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. Those are true pioneers. They are true pioneers. They went through a lot to continue. Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Such a great story.
It's a great story. It's a great story.
We want to bring forward the Mental Health Matters group. You all will come forward to the podium. In recognition, we've got, let's see here, Susan Gallagher. Is Susan Gallagher here today? All right, well, we will make sure that she gets the proclamation, and we'll have that delivered. Pops, did you want to present Sandy Rodriguez?
I sure do.
Okay, we'll have Sandy Rodriguez come forward.
Everybody can come up, Sandy. Let me tell you a story while Sandy's coming up.
Okay. Yeah, y'all come on up.
I worked on a mobile van. And Sandy was the one. She worked tirelessly. We had a nurse practitioner on there. I triaged the individuals when they came in to the mobile van. But Sandy was the boss. Sandy kept things moving. And not only that, she went over and beyond. We worked with a huge homeless population when a mobile van went out, and we were extremely busy. But Sandy, many times after we would leave and close the van up and take the mobile van back, Sandy was out there in the community, helping people, calling individuals, making sure they got their medication for many of them that did, make sure they got shoes on their feet, the ones that were threadbare. And they loved you, Sandy, really. And I marveled at your tireless effort for the homeless. And so Sandy retired from the medical center. I didn't want her to leave out here without getting something. So this proclamation reads thusly. It says, whereas Sandy Rodriguez was born in Columbus, Georgia to Frank and Betty Petty Weldy, with sisters Pamela Jean Petty Barfield and Angela Robin Petty Hooper, and where she graduated from Shaw High School in 1979 and attended 2 years at Columbus State University, and where she started her employment at Midtown Medical Center in 1989 in human resources as a receptionist, was promoted to human resources assistant, and in May of 1997 until November of 2009, worked in the community healthcare network as an office coordinator, following which she worked on a mobile van providing primary and preventive care to the homeless and indigent individuals in the community, and where she was greatly loved and appreciated by the many homeless and indigent individuals to whom she devoted many hours in case management, attending to their needs. And whereas from March 2009 to March 2013, she was employed in case management in the Emergency and Trauma Center, where she continued her care to the indigent and subsequently transferred in the case management department as case manager before retiring April 6, 2016. Whereas she married to Roberto Rodriguez and is mother to Dana Phillips, and if I mispronounce the names, please forgive me, and Caitlin Ramage, and stepmother to Lyda Brooks, Carlos Rodriguez, and his grandmother to 6 grandchildren, Cameron Brooks, Charlie Rodriguez, Amira Brooks, Addie Grace Phillips, Brantley Ramage, and Lydia Phillips. And whereas the citizens of Columbus congratulate Sandy Rodriguez on her many accomplishments in the care of citizens in need, on her much-deserved retirement. Now, therefore, the Honorable Teresa Pike Thomas and the Honorable Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, does hereby proclaim May 3rd, 2016 as Sandy Rodriguez Day in the city of Columbus, Georgia.
Thank you.
Sandy, please say a few words and introduce those folks you have with you.
I'm going to introduce my family first. My name is Sandy Rodriguez. Those that are with me today is my son Daniel Phillips and my daughter Caitlin Ramage and my grandbaby Addie Grace Phillips, and my best friend here is Cindy Ginn is with me as well. I just want to tell y'all that it has been an honor to be honored today. I never would have thought in a million years that this day would have come. But working with the homeless was very humbling on the mobile unit, and working with those patients in the ER as well was very humbling, and making sure needs were met on a day-to-day basis. I don't want the homeless to be forgotten. Sometimes they're forgotten during the year. There's only a couple of months where they're really thought of, but the homeless are there all year long. And then the community as well. There's lots of patients that come into the ER that are indigent and also need help as well. And those are things we need to keep going. I am retired now, so I'm trying to enjoy my days, but I'm still thinking about the days that I did work on that mobile unit, because it was very humbling to me.
Wow.
Thank you.
Who's with you, Sandy? Oh,
Jeff?
I'm her son, Daniel Phillips. Mom has put in a lot of hours, a lot of time, so thank y'all for honoring her. I can remember the days that she had pamphlets in the back of her trunk and driving around and going up under bridges at night and trying to help people out. So she took a challenge and a risk at times. So.
Wow. Well, thank you.
I'm Caitlin Ramage, and I think most memorable moment of my mom is the first night she worked on the community care mobile unit, and she came home and kissed the carpet of our one-bedroom apartment. And that was the most humbling experience for me. And then when I was 12 years old, she took me under the bridge and said, "This is how people live. We have to help them." And ever since then, we've always tried to help the community in everything that she's done. She's been a great leader and role model. Thank you.
Wow. Wonderful story.
Sandy, marvelous. Roberta wasn't here. My pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. When we finish, can these ladies get a picture with you? Good.
Well, next we have some young ladies that have been very, very patient. And we want to call forward the Pretty Girls Rock National Championship participants, Cardella Scroggins and Pretty Girls Rock. Y'all come on forward to the podium here.
Pretty good. Go ahead on. I say.
And we have Counselor Huff will be presenting the proclamation.
Good evening to Ms. Parrish and the whole group and everybody that's here. Councilor Henderson spoke earlier about understanding Parks and Rec and different activities that reduce crime in our community, and this reduces crime. These kids stay very busy, they rehearse a lot, and they're well behaved. I had a chance to speak to all of them before the proclamation, everyone that was here before we started. And I just thank you all for what you do. Your leadership, you've constantly gone through the community trying to raise money, trying to help them get from one place to the next, and you've kept me informed. So I received a text message saying that we are now national champs. So you're here today to be congratulated for your efforts. The proclamation reads, whereas Pretty Girls Rock, founded on October 22, 2012, by Miss Cardella J. Scroggins, was declared the Georgia Regional Steppers Champion in the elementary division on both March 14, 2015, and again on March 12, 2016, thereby making them the two-time regional champions. And whereas Pretty Girls Rock was also named the state final champions in the elementary division on April 2, 2016, its members maintaining high academic standing and receiving several honors from their schools and communities during the competition season. Whereas Pretty Girls Rock competed in and won the national stepping competition for the U-12 division in Memphis, Tennessee, thereby being declared the 2016 National Stepping Champions on April 9, 2016. And whereas throughout the course of the season, Pretty Girls Rock has collectively contributed over 1,000 hours of community service to the community of Columbus, Georgia, and surrounding areas, upholding the team motto, stepping requires an attitude of excellence. And whereas Pretty Girls Rock Step Team and Youth Sorority, consisting of over 50 members, promote integrity, academic excellence, leadership, and responsibility with a strong sisterhood who work to change the lives of girls in and around the community of Columbus, Georgia. And whereas the citizens of Columbus, Georgia, applaud the excellence exhibited by Pretty Girls Rock Step Team and Youth Sorority, and wish them many hours of stepping to excellence. Now therefore, Teresa Pike Tomlinson, Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, do hereby proclaim May 3, 2016, Pretty Girls Rock National Championship Day.
Well, congratulations, and you all gave a fantastic performance today at the Girls Inc. Luncheon. So please do say a few words.
Well, it's been a long day for us. We were filming with Channel 9 this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. The girls then went to school. We checked them out for lunch to do the luncheon. They went back to school, and they came back, and they've changed clothes 3 times to be back here tonight to be honored. Starting in 2012, there was a very small group. I call them my 15 Queens. Some of these girls that stand before you started at 6 years old. And when we started out, a lot of people laughed. They said, this will never work. And I think it's a major accomplishment to be honored not only by our mayor, but our city. Because what we stand to do is to be leaders in the community and not just an average girl. We are not your average princesses. We are superheroes. We teach the girls to stand strong and to go for what they believe in, no matter who tells them no. We kick out the boxes and we break glass ceilings. I'm very proud of all of my girls. Amongst my girls, we have, like she said before, honor students, all A and AB honor students. We also have a Kiwanis Club scholarship winner. Raise your hand. And we have some principals list ladies. Raise your hand, my straight A ladies.
All right.
And we also have a young lady who is our captain, Shania Huey. She's going to be inducted into the National Technical Honor Society here soon. Ooh. And we have Miss Black Junior Teen Columbus, which is my daughter. So we have a wide arrangement of very accomplished young ladies. I have to say something special about my daughter because she sacrifices a lot for the team because I fund this team. So when her friends are wearing Jordans, she has whatever I can afford because I've given all my money to the team. And she is very diligent. She smiles about it. She has an excellent personality. And I always highlight my captains and my junior coaches, but I want her to know that she is absolutely amazing. And I'm so glad that she would spend her time and efforts doing something that I love because she wants to give back to me like I give to her. So I appreciate her, Denise Houston, for all that she does, and I'll let my girls, my wonderful, wonderful ladies, announce themselves.
All right.
My name is Alyssa Taylor, and I'm 10 years old. Good evening. My name is Kennedy Coleman. I am 10 years old. Good evening. My name is Kiana Fletcher, and I'm 10 years old. Good afternoon. My name is Jakala Johnson, and I am 10 years old. My name is Amber Wilkins, and I'm 10 years old. Good evening. My name is Brianna Fluella, and I am 10 years old. Good evening. My name is Aubrey Wilkins, and I'm 9 years old.
You're 10. You're 10.
No, we're not 10 yet. Our birthday's Good afternoon. My name is Anaida Lifebis, and I am 11 years old.
Good evening. My name is Cassandra Jordan, and I'm 11 years old.
Good evening. My name is Lennon Ferris, and I am 9 years old.
Good evening. My name is Simone Raven, and I'm 10 years old.
Good evening. My name is Tamara Taylor, and I'm 14 years old.
Good evening. My name is Keyshawn Fletcher, and I am 11 years old. Good evening. My name is Trinity Slide, and I'm 11 years old. Good evening. My name is Jaquelsa, and I'm 13 years old.
Hello and good evening. My name is Denise Houston, and I'm 13 years old.
Good Good evening. My name is Ashanti Williams, and I am 13 years old. And what we, as the Pretty Girls Rock Step Team girls, love about this team is that we learn something every day, something new. And our coach, she provides us with a lot of things that even if we don't have, she gets it for us. And we all have great attitudes, and we love each other, and we build a strong sisterhood.
So great.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Shania Huey. I am 12 years old and a proud member of Pretty Girls Rock.
What a fantastic group of young women. Please come around and let us recognize you.
Does she have parents here? Anybody?
Do we have
Parents,
parents,
anybody here?
friends, supporters?
Well, all the parents
Stand up.
stand up.
All right.
Parents in the house. And if you look in the back, I don't know why she didn't come to the front, but the lady with the pink tie, she has been my backbone. She's my administrative assistant, even though I don't pay her a dime. And she keeps up with all our booking information like that. Her name is Deborah Paris.
Congratulations. 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 They are. Congratulations. 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 You will support your mom. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I want to tell your mom a huge thank you for taking the time with these young ladies. It's very important. I have more girls, and you're instilling self-esteem, pride in themselves, and let these girls know that they can compete with men, and I appreciate that. To God be the glory. Thank you for your support. Yes, I did, and y'all went somewhere. When? Well, I didn't hear it. Wanda, we're going to get a picture with the mayor afterwards. We're going to get a picture with the mayor once she... Oh, she got one more? See there? I'm going to get a picture with these things with the mayor. Once you get a picture with the mayor. Genovas. What are you going to see with the mayor?
Wow. What great young ladies. And if you haven't seen them, you need to find a way to see these young ladies perform. They are impressive. Or you want me? I'm happy to do it. All right. 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 We've got one more special resolution. we want to ask the Parker family, the family of Rose Parker, to come forward to the podium, please. And as they come forward and the Mayor Pro Tem prepares to read this resolution, I just want to say that I had the opportunity to work with Rose and also, of course, her professional colleague, Howard Pendleton. And several years ago, we had the opportunity to go to Atlanta to defend our program here, our workforce investment program. And Rose was a critical part of the team, and we knocked their socks off. Let me just tell you that. And we're going to miss Rose. We already miss Rose. She has just been a wonderful part of this city government. So thank you for sharing her with us. And now we want to turn it over to our Mayor Pro Tem. Yeah, Howard, come on up. What are you doing sitting back there? He's trying not to get emotional on us, what he's trying to do.
Whereas Ms. Rose M. Parker, former employee with the WIA Job Training Division, died on April 7, 2016. Whereas Ms. Parker was employed on October 22, 1990, serving 25 years with the Columbus Consolidated Government. Now therefore, the Council of Columbus, Georgia hereby resolves. We hereby convey to the family of Ms. Rose M. Parker our sincere condolences and deepest sympathy. Ms. Parker was an outstanding employee with Job Training Division, and she will be missed by all who knew her. And I move for its adoption.
Got a motion and second. All those in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
It passes. Well, it's our privilege and honor to recognize and honor Rose, and we want you all to say a few words if you can. Introduce yourselves if you want to and you're comfortable. Otherwise, we do want to shake your hand most certainly, so please.
Well, I want to thank you all for honoring, offering your condolences for my daughter. Rose was a wonderful person. She loved everybody, but that's the way I taught her to be. So you all pray for us that we'll gain strength.
We most certainly will. Please come around and let us express our personal condolences. Well, that concludes our agenda for this proclamation resolution session. You can see how many wonderful people we have associated with this city government and with this great Columbus community. So I hope you've enjoyed recognizing their achievements with us here this evening. And with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. We've got a motion and a second. All those in favor, please state aye. We are adjourned. See you next time.